Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Big tackle at the 17, strong job by the coverage team. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
In the shotgun, handoff inside, going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense can be very aggressive at this moment. Well, the power run is stuffed, barely makes its way back to the line of scrimmage on that one. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Turner brought down by the coverage team. So the Razorbacks offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that.
Who's in the clear? They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To throw, it's Jackson. Running out of time in the pocket. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down his quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He finds some space. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage. Man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Porton. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. He makes it up for the run. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield. It's Becht. He's running out of time here. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. They're going to run it here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble to his left. Picks up the first and is still going. He makes the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down here for this offense. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Razorbacks line up on 1st and 10 now. In the red area, it's Russell. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. To bootleg here. On the move now. They finally corral him at the 1.
I I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, I'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. Started at 28. Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. The offense starts with excellent field position. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Becht. That's caught. It's Horton. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Past the marker and still going. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Could be a 24-yard attempt. Should be automatic. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And we're all tied up now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Play action here on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up the first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep his drive moving.
Now it's second down. Jumping back. It's Jackson. He escapes the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And the Razorbacks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
And this is why this guy is so tough to defend. The athleticism and quickness to be able to make a play when it looks like nothing is there. Use his feet to evade the pressure and fires an absolute dart for a first down.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Bringing pressure. Small under the pass rush. Sack. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they get him again. What a ride it's been so far. We're set up for a classic finish to see who's going to claim this conference championship. Let's take one final look at the stats. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. QB bootlegs here. They got him again. He couldn't escape. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pocket breaking down. Can't connect with a long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the wideout goes in motion. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. Contact as he let the ball go.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better.
Here he goes.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
On third down, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Well, you talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets him to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Conference championship on the line. Not much time left. Down to 3. Looking for some magic here. Tight end goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's Jackson. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic. and win the game late. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, and he can't quite come up with it. That would have been huge. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. You've got to come up with a first down.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Looking to scramble. Looking to scramble now. Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery. A turnover.
Well, they had it.
Hold on a second. There's a timeout in the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up an
touchdown, Razorbacks. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
They'll try to add to the lead now with BAT. BAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming out from the 17-yard line. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Dropping back. It's Beck. Snags a quick throw. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And here's the handoff. And this run goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So down 4 late in the game. Obviously, they'll keep the offense on the field and go for it. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Williams. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. First down. Looking to throw the football. Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop at this stage of the game. And the offense will spend the timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a late deep throw. catch made down inside the 25. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.